Before I get into the Verasity VRA charts, I do want to have a look at Bitcoin. So obviously, guys, in today's video, we're going to be having a look at Verasity. But first, let's dive into Bitcoin because Bitcoin right now is currently king. Now, this is actually an indicator that I just found out that a lot of people aren't paying attention now. Bitcoin is actually still below the 200 moving average, and a lot of people are saying this is different, this bear market's different, bear markets only last 67 days, bear market this, bear market that, bull market this, and this is the start of a new bull run, ABC and whatever. Now, Bitcoin actually has never been below the 200 moving average, okay? So if you guys see at the history on Bitcoin, the last time we were actually below the 200 moving average was never. And this 200 moving average on the weekly time frame actually came out in 2015, right? So this is actually years of data, and Bitcoin has actually never been below the 200 moving average on the weekly time frame. Now, yes, we did peak right here 2 times. So we peaked on December 2018, and again on March 2020 we peaked. That was of course a COVID dump, but we have never really closed below the 200 moving average. So the ultimate test for Bitcoin is actually going to be right here. So before, we are actually not out of the woods yet until, in my opinion, we go above the 200 moving average and we close above the 200 moving average. And of course, the EMA ribbon, exponential moving average, are also something that I'm going to talk about in just a second. But right here, this is actually going to be the ultimate test for Bitcoin because we know how strong the 200 moving average is, guys. I mean, we saw it. We saw a bunch of rebounds right here. We saw Bitcoin rejecting right here before starting the new bull market. We came back, started another one. Of course, we had a nice little double bottom. That was the COVID dump. So this was obviously a very, very strong bullish pattern or bullish sign. Rejection off the support, off the resistance before bouncing again to an all-time high in 2021. So this is exactly what's happening right now. But can we actually see Bitcoin getting rejected right here before coming back down? Now, I'm not going to lie. I've been wrong. I was wrong this week, and I'm not wrong a lot of the times, but I've been wrong this week on Bitcoin, okay? I didn't expect Bitcoin to make that big move. But we saw the exact same thing happening in 2020 right here, okay, and 2019. So right here was actually the V recovery shape that we had. Bitcoin came to dump, and then boom, recovered right here, and we saw it happening right here again. We came up and then came back down. So this is exactly what's happening right here overall. But the big thing that we're obviously going to need to have a look at is right here, 24,612. Can Bitcoin break above that level? And of course, guys, 25,500 is also a massive level to close above, or yeah, to close above essentially. Now, before I get into VRA, I do want to have a look at the EMA ribbons. Now, guys, we know how strong and powerful these exponential moving average are. If I take this and I actually expand these exponential moving average, you could see that we've always been either resisted or rejected or supported by these exponential moving average. And you can see right here, this was a bear market for Bitcoin ever since we came below it. This was a long bear market. And of course, when we came here below it, that was a nice little fake out, came back up. That was the COVID dump. So I'm not really going to count that as much. But we saw when we entered the bull market in 2020, we saw a rejection every time at the EMA ribbon, right? Until, of course, we finally broke below it. Now, Bitcoin right here is actually nearing the 25,800 or 25,700 exponential moving average. So that can dictate a lot where we could potentially go in the near future. But now, before I get into VRA one more time, I do want to have a look at these exponential moving average or stochastic RSI, sorry, on Bitcoin. Okay, so this is the daily time frame on Bitcoin. Now, we know historically every time we came above on the 70 time frame, or on the weekly time frame, we know that we are always seeing a massive reversal, right? So right now, if we, assuming we do close right here, the weekly time frame or the weekly candle right here at 23,167, assuming we're gonna see these exponential moving average close and start maybe above 80, right? And that's obviously going to be bad because we don't want to see Bitcoin staying above the 80 on the stochastic RSI. We want to see it below. And we saw right here, every time that we came below, it was actually a pump. Okay, so we were below right here. That was a start of a pump. We were below right here. That was a start of a pump. We were below right here. We had a nice little pump. And of course, vice versa. We were below right here and then had a pump. And of course, vice versa, guys. We were oversold, overbought right here, had a dump, overbought right here, had a dump, overbought right here, had a dump. So the big question is can we see more action into Bitcoin in the coming weeks? Is this just a massive bull trap? Where is this going? Honestly, guys, everything is looking bearish. We're going to have to wait February 1st until interest rate comes out, because obviously when interest rates are high and, the Feds raise the interest rate, that's obviously not the best sign. We usually see a reversal or a dump. But assuming that the rates stay high and they go up by 0.5 basis points and Bitcoin keeps pumping, that's obviously very, very bullish, and it's probably time to buy. Let's have a look at VRA real quick. There's not really too much to see on VRA because at the end of the day, guys, altcoins do follow Bitcoin. So this is going to be like a very short technical analysis. But right here, VRA Veracity is actually at resistance. Okay, so we had exactly a double top on Veracity nearing that resistance. The big question is will we finally break that? This is obviously resistance from August 1st, 2022, so approximately 6 months, or it will be 6 months very, very soon. Maybe next week. It'll be not maybe it will be 6 months next week. And the question is will VRA break above that on and close, most importantly, and close above that on the weekly time frame? Because if we do, guys, that's obviously going to be very, very bullish for Veracity. I don't think we're going to see a fake out, and the next level is probably going to be this area right here sitting at 2 cents. Okay, now that's a massive, massive move. Okay, that's a 281% pump. Now, assuming you bought VRA right here, that's an 800% pump. So if you put $1,000 on VRA last week, and next week we go to 2 cents, you literally made 8 times your money. So 1K turns into $8,000. And of course, that's not even the all-time high, right? So we could see VRA explode in the next bull market. Not now, I'm not saying now because I still think we are in a bear market, but I could be wrong, guys. I've been wrong all week. I'm not going to lie, but we could see VRA really explode next bull market if it gets listed on Coinbase and obviously on Binance, which is most likely will be because we are seeing essentially, VRA, Binance accumulating VRA. So we're most likely going to see a massive, massive dump. There's a lot of things happening with Amazon and VRA, so things are looking very, very bullish. Also, proof of view came out a few days ago, so that's also a very, very good thing to look at. The volume to market cap is sitting at 65%. Volume is down 38% in the past 24 hours, but still 65% of the market cap is actually still being traded. But of course, seeing VRA pump and having a decrease of 40% of volume is obviously not always the good news. But seeing VRA come back to life is obviously great for VRA holders. But I think it's going to come down one more time. I think we're going to see Bitcoin coming down to at least $18,000 one more time before the real bull market starts. And that's about it. So that's my quick video, guys, on Veracity and Bitcoin. If you guys like this video, of course, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, leave a like, and I'll see you guys in my next video tomorrow. Bye.